Hey guys, I forgot my intro. Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to another video. It's been 3 months, I think, since the last time I made a video. To be honest, a lot has happened in my life, and I've just been like rolling with the punches and figuring out what I want to do, and just a giant whirlwind of craziness. So I haven't really made any videos in the last 3 months or so, and I didn't really know if I was going to come back to it or not. Just to give you a quick update on my life, I decided to move back home to my parents' house because my lease was up at my apartment, and that's something that I really never wanted to have to do, but then I took this opportunity to quit my job, and now I am a full-time freelance illustrator, and I'm also in the process of looking for a full-time art job in my field. So life is kind of hectic and kind of scary in that sense in terms of like money, income, but I'm trying to figure it out. This is very non-art related, but I think a month ago, was it a month ago? Earlier this month, I punctured my left eardrum with a Q-tip because, quick story, whenever I clean my ears with Q-tips, I know you're not supposed to, but I do it anyways, scratch that aside, I always sit with them in my ears because I'm like, oh, it just soaks up the earwax, I don't like it, I just sit with them in my ears, and I forgot that it was in my ear, and I hit it like this really hard, and I cannot hear in this ear, and I have an appointment with the ENT again for the second time at the end of this month, and he said, you know, it should come back on its own. However, it is a really big hole, and if it doesn't, then we might have to do surgery, so I'm really hoping I don't have to get surgery on my ear. However, if that is the case, at least I will regain my hearing one way or another. I feel like for the most part I've gotten used to it. When I'm in like quiet atmospheres and I'm just talking like to one person, it's like, it's fine. Sometimes I can't really tell how loud I'm being or how quiet I'm being, which is really disorienting. Is that a word? Yes. So for me, there are kind of like two downsides. The first being in public, can't really hear that well. So for example, I was doing a art vending show recently, and of course it was like very crowded, or at least very loud, so I couldn't really hear people that were directly like speaking in front of me, and I kept finding myself having to watch them to make sure that they weren't like talking to me, because if I looked away and they said something in a low, like normal tone voice, I wouldn't have been able to hear them, and that sucks. The second thing that really stinks is that I'm not allowed to get water in my ear, so with showers, I am really hoping that I'm doing an okay job, otherwise I'm gonna get like an ear infection or something, and I don't think that's happened yet, but I have to put like a Q-tip, don't use Q-tips, friends. I have to put a cotton pad in my ear and make sure that like water doesn't get in there, as well as my ENT doctor said, do not go in any open body of water. Like if you get a little bit of water in your ear, it's not the end of the world, but if you get like water with like, you know, particles or bacteria or something in your ear, it's gonna fuck up your ear. And now that it's summer, like open body water or whatever, like that is a huge summer event to do in the summer, whatever. I would love to go to the beach and swim in the water, or I would love to go to a lake and swim, but I can't do that, so that really sucks. But that's that. Wow, that ended up being a lot longer of a story than I expected, so I'm sorry, but that is what's been going on for the most part in my life. So switching over, hitting my plants. So switching over what today's video is going to be about 6 months ago, I made my 2019 artist New Year's resolution type video, and I would like to go through, I just hit myself in the face, and I would like to go through that video of the list of things and see what I have been doing and like what I have checked off my list and what I haven't really touched upon and stuff like that. So let's get started. I don't really know if like I have the best setup to watch the videos. I'm just watching it on my cell phone, and I'm possibly going to put a little thing of it here. The first resolution to myself is I want to challenge myself when it comes to my art. And that could mean, personally for me, that can mean so many different things. One of the ways that I want to challenge myself is I want to try new programs. When I draw, Okay, so trying new programs. Have I done that? Have I challenged myself in that way? I started to at the very beginning. I downloaded, I paid for, have been paying for, whatever, Skillshare, because I thought it was a great platform to learn certain programs. Like I really want to learn Illustrator more throughout. I'd like to be able to use that more frequently. But since, honestly, I think I did it for like a month and I haven't really gone back. I haven't really gone back to it, so that is something that I need to do continuing on. Another way is I could try to do something that I know I've mentioned before on this channel that I really don't like doing, but would be so fucking good for me, is I would like to expand my time when I make something, and I'm talking about personal art. Okay, so this is something that I've always struggled with, at least out of college, whatever. Have I expanded my time that I've spent working on a piece for freelance, of course, like my own personal projects? Yes. Drop my phone. I would say yes and no, a little bit of both. It really depends on what it is. So there is something that I've currently been working on that it's technically personal because it's not, like I'm not getting paid to do it or anything like that, but it is for a contest. So I do really want to win this contest, and I'm not sharing any details because, I don't know, I just don't want to jinx it or like anything like that. So I have been spending a long time on this, like just like going back to it like here and there, and I've been working on it for like at least a week so far. So for me, what I used to do with like personal art, that is a lot. For other things that really, you know, they're just like for my portfolio or for like the internet, whatever, that I've just been drawing, it's been, I'd say a little bit of both. So good job on that. Resolution, I guess, promise to myself is I want to apply to more art jobs. I want to. Yes. Oh my God. If anything, probably maybe off of this list, this is something that I have been doing the most of. And of course, it's so much easier now that I did like quit my full-time job and I have more time to do this. But I have been constantly applying to jobs, art jobs specifically, and I am hoping for the best with this one, so good job with that, at least me. So let's check on the next one and see how we are doing. I'm like, so far, you know, 2-ish out of 3-ish. Yeah. I kind of numbered these weird because I'm weird, but it's fine. Third thing is something that is like really hard for me personally, but in a way less hard since I've left art school, and that is comparing my art to others. I find that, you know, when okay, so so with this one, comparing my art to others, as I mentioned in my past the resolutions video, I don't do it as much as I did when I was in art school because I'm not, you know, constantly around other artists. However, I am constantly around other artists on social media, and I feel like with me now being like completely looking for an art job and being a freelancer, I do this more than I should. I compare my art. I, you know, follow people that post, you know, their freelance gigs or whatever on social media, and I follow people that post their, oh my God, I just got this job, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I'm so happy for them, but at the same time, it is really hard to not compare yourself. So it's really just like, honestly, I need to stay off social media if I'm not going to compare myself, because that's just who I am, I guess. But so I failed that one. Yeah. But I could keep working on it, and I should probably like set some boundaries to not be on social media for reasons. Promise myself is that I'm going to sketch more and sketch more traditionally in my sketchbook. Sketch more. Yes, I have passed. So ever since I made my own like sketch Instagram, which I will put right here, I have sketched so much more. I mean, it's honestly really liberating to just like doodle and like, you know, if I completely like hate something, I just won't post it at all, or if I think something's like, I'll just post it on my story or something like that. But for some reason, I do have that like motivation to post, so that makes me motivated to draw. And I don't know, again, I've talked about this in the past, but I don't know how beneficial that is for my own personal gain, whatever, I don't know. But yes, I have been sketching more, and if you are interested in seeing some like what I've been doing, it's just like doodles and also sometimes more finished-ish stuff. Sometimes I take the sketch and I make it a final digital illustration because I do consider myself a digital artist. Sometimes it just lives as a sketch and that's fine. But again, putting it on my sketch Instagram has been really beneficial for making more work and experimenting with traditional media and stuff like that. So I've enjoyed that. So yay for passing that one at least. Promise to myself / resolution is I would love to produce a very visually interesting video for YouTube specifically. So there's people marching upstairs because I don't live alone anymore. Even when I lived alone, people still made noise. Can never get away from it. Always surrounded by people, never alone. Honestly, I don't really know. I guess I'm just gonna have to talk over the marching. I don't even know if everybody here probably will. But I don't really know why I made this resolution, to be quite honest. I feel like I used to be really into like the YouTube world and in terms of like making videos, and I guess now that I've been, you know, not doing it for like 3 months, I'm less so into it. However, I do kind of want to get back into it, so I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know what this means. I think when I made it, I didn't know what it meant, but I was like, let's throw a video resolution in there because why not? I could say this. I do find most of the videos that I make very cringy, and like, it's like, you know, but I put them out there anyways because whatever. I'm just a very awkward human, and also the way that I talk is very just awkward, and everything's awkward. Everything box up awkward here. So, I don't know. Maybe I would like, if I do continue making like YouTube videos, I would like to make them less awkward, make myself more proud, something like that. So, I don't know. Something like that, but we'll say definitely have not worked on this, so fail, but all in all, not too shabby. So like the first one, challenging myself, kind of had like part 1 and part 2, and part 1 I did not pass and part 2 I did pass, so it's like half a point, I'll say, maybe. So all in all, how am I doing halfway into 2019? I have 2.5. I've completely been working on 2.5 things out of my list, so it's not too bad. I mean, I still have like what, 6 months left to go with the rest of this list and the year, so I think there's a lot of time to work on this, and I'm really excited to see if I can actually succeed in these resolutions, because I do still think that these will help me grow as an artist, as a person. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, please leave it a like, and if you made any New Year's resolutions for 2019, how are yours going? I would love to hear and have a conversation down in the comments. So who knows when I'll make a video again, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye, guys. I have such an awkward beat. I forgot to say that this is new, but of course if you have eyes, you can tell that I'm blonde now. So that's been like, I think when I moved home, it was like a midlife crisis type deal, whatever.